How's it going, folks? Keith here from Cmon the Hoop Celtic. So today I'm obviously going to be talking about the win against Rangers yesterday. 2-1 win. Goal scorers from Edward and James Forrest. That gave us a 13-point cushion on top of the table with basically 6 games left to play. Unbelievable stuff. Bit of a mixed emotions game yesterday. 1 minute we were hot, next minute we were stale. But you know what? We got over the line. We got the 2 goals. We got 3 points. But there was obviously pros of the games and there was cons of the game. So obviously I'm going to talk about the cons. First of all, the 2 players getting injured. Our defensive team of Kieran Tierney and Mikael Lustig. Not Mikael Lustig, Boyata. Sorry, got confused there. So Tierney came off. He had to come off basically in the second half. Around 25 minutes ago, he had to come off. His leg was in bits. Hopefully it's not the same problem he had previously that kept him out for a good portion of the season with his hip and his groin. So hopefully it's not the worst injury we have. So with KT, if it comes to the case that he needs to be rested, let him rest. If he has to be to the rest of the season, be on the bench or be on the sideline, let him have the rest. At the end of the day, we're going to win the league in the next 2 games, 100% confirmed champions in the next 2 games. No one's going to stop us now. 8 in a row is basically hashtag done and dusted. 8 in a row. So Lenny obviously played Neacham yesterday. Oliver Neacham scored for us within the first few minutes. He had a great performance come back into the side considering he hasn't been playing since he's been injured. Match fitness was quite good. He did come off towards the last half an hour for a bit of Tom Rogic, which Tom was quite good when he came on as well. But Oliver just bring a bit of a spark in the midfield, which we have been missing. Obviously Callum coming back for the previous game against Dundee, so we have that midfield unit there that we've been kind of lacking for the last 12 games or so. But it's good to see Neacham play well. Great to have him back. Forrest played quite well, quite sharp. He looked 100% up for it yesterday. As soon as the ball kicked off, he was chasing players down. A lot of tracking back work he done. So it was quite good. It was very surprised Johnny Hayes got the start over Scotty Sinclair. He played quite well. His distribution of the ball was quite good with corners and set pieces. And unfortunately, he had to come off at half time. Could be just a tactic decision from Neil Lennon that he wanted to bring Scotty on because Johnny was on a yellow, so he didn't want to obviously lose a player. Obviously, you've seen what happened as well. So Morelos got sent off for Rangers yesterday. I don't really want to talk too much into Rangers because it's not my area of work, you know. But I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised with that one. I wasn't like, oh, celebrating because I knew there was obviously he has something. He's just shocking as a player. Like the mentality of him is atrocious for kids to be watching stuff like that. Like 5 times in a season getting sent off is absolutely horrendous. Like this is meant to be a lad that's meant to be up for a player of the year, and he can't even keep himself on the pitch. But Scott Brown's response to it was absolutely priceless. When Morelos is walking off, he's just there smiling, laughing at him. Well, that's what happens in football. If you're not going to be a professional, getting paid a good salary to do a job for your club, good luck. Get sold somewhere else. I don't care anyway. He hasn't scored against Celtic, so off with you, Fredo. So yeah. So that goal, when Edward got the goal, absolutely amazing finish. He's 4 goals in the last few fixtures against Rangers. He's been quite good. Obviously Ibrox last year for Mother's Day, so he's the man for Mother's Day. You know, keeps all the mothers happy. You know, Odson Edwards, and then he just took it really well. The goal, like dribbling past the players, pace wise. If he wasn't injured for a good portion of the season, he would be he'd be up there for the player of the year, definitely, 100%. As I said, he has proved it against late winners against Hearts, Dundee, and then getting the assist for James Forrest as well. Like, so he is the late man, the old French Eddie. But we just come to the second half, it just looked like we dipped. I think in the back of their heads, the players said, okay, we probably have this game won now. They're down to 10 men. We're cruising. We have a lot of possession. So, but it comes to the case that we nearly had over 60% possession yesterday. 7 shots on target, 10 corners. So we were more dominant. Obviously, being at home, we should be dominant. But when they got the sending off did happen, I was expecting a whitewash. A lot of us were expecting a whitewash of maybe 4 or 5 goals against Rangers, but I'll give it to them. They played well against us. For the team that were down to 10 men for a good portion of the game, they did play well, and obviously they came with the goal, but we came back, and that's what made the game more exciting, that they went for it as well. Well, we were kind of off down, but we did come back into it. Obviously, Boyata coming off as well, that injury. I don't know much about the injury yet. Accordingly, Lenny said it is a bad injury, so he's on the sidelines, I say, for probably at least a month. And then Simonovic has a chance to come back in. He was on the bench yesterday, and Oyer was fantastic. Oyer was absolutely brilliant yesterday. Every time you see him playing, he's always head bust open. He just throws himself out there. Like, that's what you want, a defender like him. Absolutely fantastic. Best thing that Ronnie Doyle ever done was get Christopher Iron into the club, besides winning the leagues as well. But yeah, that was quite good from Christopher Iron yesterday. Even that tackle at the end, absolutely fantastic player. I felt sorry for Scott Bain. Scott Bain tried to get that ball, but it wasn't his fault. It was just the defensive errors for Kent's goal. But they'll obviously, the boys will look at that goal and learn from their mistakes. Silly mistake, but what can you do? They've only conceded 6 goals at home all season, Celtic, so it's not the worst we could say. But yeah, 13 points ahead, can't go wrong. Bruni was fantastic yesterday, absolutely fantastic coming on. Well, not coming on, starting from the start, captain the team. Andy Halliday just needs to get the ball. At the end of the day, if Scott Brown wants to celebrate 10 feet away from Rangers fans, let him celebrate 10 feet. At the end of the day, it's Celtic Stadium. It's passion. It's an old firm, so-called old firm, aka Glasgow Derby. You can celebrate where you want to celebrate. Players get paid. This is their home pitch. But they done against us in Ibrox, so that's the passion of it. City Derby. But yeah, you got to move. We'll move on from it quick. We need to think about St. Mirren in the next game. Obviously, enjoy the celebrations last night. It's good to see Neil Lennon with the passion running down the sidelines, hugging fans, and obviously the Green Brigade jump on for Edwards goal and all. It's just passion. Now that's what you call a pitch invasion. That's how champions win. You don't celebrate pitch invasions when you're 3rd place in the league and you think you're winning. You score against Livingston or something. But look, what can you do? But overall, my man of the match would be Edward. Edward was fantastic yesterday. Not just for the goal, obviously for the assist for Jamesy's goal. Great to see Jamesy get another goal against them in paradise. But Jamesy's been brilliant. The boys are being brilliant, you know. So I was happy with the performance yesterday. Said that there was spells where we looked, but we can't expect perfection, you know. But that's it from me today. Don't forget to subscribe. I just want to say thank you very much to my following on Instagram. I'm up to 29,000 so far. Be a matter of no time I'm up to the 30,000 mark. Just want to give a shout out to 1 to 11 kits for this Bumblebee jersey. Absolutely brilliant. Shout out to Roy to the Terraces, lad from Canada, sorted me out with that jersey. And a shout out to Old School Football Shop. They do scarves, jumpers, t-shirts, all to do with Celtic. Do all teams do, but it's mostly for Celtic, you know, up the boys. But yeah, that's it from me today. Hope you enjoyed a Monday. Beautiful Sunday yesterday, Motivation Monday, Throwback Tuesday, game on Wednesday. Hopefully get the result over in St. Mirren Park, which I'm confident we should do it. Be buzzing, and let's just celebrate. Let's just celebrate, you know. Let's just deal with it, you know. But I just want to say thank you very much for watching the video. Any comments below? You think that I talked a lot of shite for the last 8 or 9 minutes? Go ahead. If you think I made sense what I've said, let me know. I like improvement, you know. But thanks very much for your time, James. All the best.